Anyway, let's take some calls. Hello, caller. How are you? What is your immigration question for Brad Bernstein?
Yes, hello?
Yes. How are you?
Okay, good. I'm calling for my brother. He's unable to call. He came here on a visitor's visa, then he got a student visa, and he's been in school all this time. But unfortunately, he allowed his student visa to lapse in 2000. But in the meantime, his father, who is a permanent resident, filed for him. So now their petition is approved, but he's out of status. What can he do?
When did the father petition him?
In 2005 also.
Okay, and how did the father originally get his green card?
The father, it's wife's sponsor, a wife's marriage.
Okay, married to a citizen, I presume, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and where's this guy's mom?
She's here.
And what's her status?
She's out of status.
Did she ever try to get a green card?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Now when he came on a student visa, generally what happens is they put D/S on it, which means duration of status. He
didn't come on a student visa. He came on a visitor's visa. Then he got a student visa to go to school.
Right. He changed his status. The I-94 should say on his I-94 when he changed it should say D/S. I bet you it does. Now, why is that important? Because right now he is not grandfathered under 245I, which is the old Clinton laws, which is that you can pay a penalty fee of $1,000 and get your green card here. Because he was filed in, I don't know what's going on the other side of the phone there, but which is that he had nothing filed before April 30th, 2001. Now, he filed in 2005. He's still several years away on the waiting list. Maybe if the dad becomes a citizen, it will speed it up. But what's important is that he still will be able to get his green card. And the way he'll still be able to get his green card is because he has D/S on his I-94. He should double check that, obviously. Don't take my word for it because I'm not looking at it. But if he has D/S on his I-94, which is what you get when you change your status to a student, you do not have a 10-year bar if you were to go back home to pick up your green card like somebody who came on a tourist visa or some other type of visa. So generally, if you come here on a tourist visa, you go home to pick up your green card, you overstayed by more than a year, you're barred 10 years, you can't come back. On a student visa, that's not the case. So he has that going for him, and in essence, he just has to wait it out. Wait out the waiting time like everybody else, unfortunately. But the good news is that because he was a student, he should be able to go home, pick up his green card, and come back. He should obviously come in and show me what he's got before he goes home, just to double check. I don't want him to get stuck.
All right.
Because send him the papers to get a status adjusted.
He can't adjust his status here. That's what I just finished saying. Because he doesn't qualify under 245I. In order to adjust your status here, when you get sponsored by a permanent resident father, you had to have something filed before April 30th, 2001. So I went on a whole soliloquy about how he can still go home to pick up his green card and come back.
Okay.
So another thing is, if your brother sponsored you and your was approved, can you get a authorization for employment before the visa?
No, you have to be able to file an adjustment application. And whether he can or can't depends on when it was filed, where he is on a waiting list. When you file the adjustment application, that's when you get a work permit.
And by the way, I'm going to have to cut you loose now because we got many other callers running. But just call Sparn Bernstein at 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And folks, please pardon me. It's not that I'm being rude or anything like that. It's just
we just have a million telephone calls.
Yeah, million calls. And Barbara Gluten comes on today also.
Right.
So.
I get the hook right on time.
Right. So, But remember, Sparn Bernstein, 1-800-529-5465. You can also go to YouTube, put in Brad Bernstein, and, of course, you'll see a lot of videos.
And just because you have a visa petition filed or even approved doesn't mean you're eligible for anything.
Right.
All right? And that's what this lady just found out.
Absolutely.